Good afternoon again, everyone. Halfway through another month, so 14th of August, and the sun is still shining outside. Not that that was forecast, I don't think, for this week, but it's looking good. And as you can see, Howard's spotting a nice tan over there.
It's obviously all right.
Inside. Just myself and Howard today. It's that busy, which we'll tell you about in a moment, that Matthew unfortunately has got appointments in his diary that he just couldn't. Just had to fit in there. So yeah, we'll just give you a bit of an update, let you know where things are at, and let everyone get on with the weekend and hopefully enjoy the sun. All right. So Howard, do you want to give us a bit of an update in Preston, pal? Just let us know how things are going.
Yeah. First off, I'd probably like to say as well about this heat. I mean, it's been intense, hasn't it, so far this week? It's in fact, I think it's only the first time that I've been on here not in a shirt, so it's just a bit. It's still humid today, but Wednesday was unbelievable, that heat. It was so, honestly, there was nothing there. And it's been crazy because I've had these mad lightnings in the evening and thunder and lightning like I've never seen it before. And it's, pretty outlandish, really. So, but like you say...
Before you carry on there, Howard, just before you carry on, just a bit on the weather before you go on.
Yeah.
I've just come back from Harrogate today, so I went away for the night to Harrogate. The weather was rubbish.
Was it?
15, 16 degrees it was. And back here, it's what, 24, 25, 26? Maybe more.
The other day in my car, 33 degrees. 33
Rubbish
degrees.
In Yorkshire. It's very, very nice over on the west coast of Lancashire.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry, mate.
It's always nicer this side of the Pennines. I'll probably get a lot of Yorkshire people now message me in or something such as that now. But no, it is crazy. It is crazy weather, and I don't know. It's like a late summer. I was reading, yesterday, again, nothing to do with property. I was reading again on Sky News, and it was this morning or yesterday morning. Every decade since 1939, I think, it's hotter each year. The summer's getting later, and it's getting more intense heat, which you can feel. Because I remember as a kid growing up, you probably weren't born there. 76, 77 was absolutely unbelievable heat, the best summers ever.
I'm sorry to say I wasn't born then, pal. Sorry.
I was in a caravan, ironically, in Yorkshire and Cumbria. I was over in Cockermouth, so it was happy times. Anyway, back to the property.
Back to the property.
So yeah, it has been really, really busy. We're busy here in Preston, and I have been. I was just saying to yourself then, I've come back in between appointments and so forth, and it is getting busier. Matthew in Lancaster, he's snowed under. He's going out to properties left, right, and centre. They're coming on and they're selling. To be fair, here in Preston, they're coming on and they're selling. We looked at new instructions last week, Kev.
Yeah.
It's 115. Okay, that's so far in August. Okay, so compared to this time, the whole of August last year was 386 listings. So we're desperately down on that, massively down. The sales, however, so far are 122, and for the whole of August last year was 188. So we're 2/3 to that target, but yet we're only halfway through this month. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't, smash what sales we did last year. So again, it's a repeated kind of message that we're saying every week that the demand is there. There's no supply. I mean, they're going to be running out. They're going to run out because I think did you have some? You got the figures there. What comes on the market? What's selling? So 122 selling, 115 come to the market. So again, it's overtaking what's going on the market. And you've seen probably better figures where you are, haven't you?
Yeah, well, just to put that in context, with more selling than coming on, I can't remember the last month where that ever happened, because in a estate agency, you work on numbers coming on, you work on the fact that some are going to come off and just aren't going to sell for whatever reason, and then you've got your sale ones. So the sales is always less than, or generally always less than what's going on, because that's just the way that it happens, and stock comes on and off and most sell. But to have a month where potentially you're going to sell more in a month in an area than actually come on I can't remember the last time that'll have happened. And you're right, it's the same sort of story in Lancaster and Morecambe area as well. They're on Lancaster and Morecambe are on 147 new properties against 313 for August last year. So that will probably end up very similar, to be fair. but there's 108 sales so far against 160. So it's already 2/3 of the way there.
Similar story to what we've got here, isn't it? That.
Again, similar story. So chances are it's going to be more in August sales wise.
Yeah.
Than there was last August. So it's just again really really strange market, isn't it? With there's so much demand from people wanting to buy, but very little interest it seems from people wanting to actually sell.
Yeah, there is. Well, I mean, as soon as houses properties went on the market, right? I've had this conversation today with a couple of people out and about. Houses are coming on the market, and I won't say they're selling overnight, but the interest is massive overnight. But they are selling more or less straight away, and within the first week, definitely within the first fortnight, if they are priced correctly. And I look around and someone says, if they're not selling, why? The only reason why they're not selling in this market, the only reason is the price. And that is the only reason is the price. I put a house on the market 2 weeks ago today, I think, 2 weeks ago today. I've had umpteen viewings on it, and it sold for the asking price. And we had 2 people wanting to offer the asking price on it as well. And it's not going on too cheap. It's going on at the right price, because if it wasn't the right price, you wouldn't have that much interest on it. And it's happy days all around for sellers out there. But people, I've had so many emails, people asking me about this property. If it comes back on the market, please let me know. Because it's unbelievable. I've got some figures here. I was got told the other day, and so the listing so far, last week in total, so this is nationwide, was 53,000, which is approximately about 30% down on this time last year. However, the sales are a fifth up, so they're 20% up the sales. So again, overall, Kev, we're more or less saying what's happening in the north west is really being mirrored across the UK. So it's honestly it's crazy. I tell you what, I put an apartment on the market. It came back on the market yesterday morning. Okay, I have done a viewing there today, and it is sold today. So that's kind of how quick things are going.
That is
whereas on that kind of apartment, just to elaborate on that, labour on that point, should say, 6 months ago or before lockdown, these apartments were quite popular, but they weren't flying out. So if it's come back on and go in less than 24 hours is nothing short of phenomenal, really.
Like I say, there's not enough supply, is there, to support the level of interest in there, and that is essentially going to drive prices. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you see in the news, recessions and all these sort of things, but it's certainly not hitting interest. Fortunately, you hear all these things about redundancies and loads of people losing their jobs and loads of things, and absolutely horrendous. But the housing market is still hugely buoyant.
It is strong, yeah.
And if there's stock, if the houses coming to the market, if there's a few more houses coming to the market, it drive the economy, everything.
Well, I think so. Yeah, hand in hand that would work. And we discussed the other morning. I forgot what day it was. It might have been Wednesday. It was Wednesday actually. Yeah. And the first thing it said on the news that there's this massive kind of like you say, down in the in society, in the business and economy, should have said the word I was looking for. Well, I don't know. A lot of it is scaremongering, and unfortunately, some people have lost their jobs. But like you say, in this industry, it does appear to be strong, and it's not been harboured at all by this of what's going on. In the opposite, in the opposite,
No, I think certainly I would be, and for us as a business, I'd be very interested to sort of hear people's opinions on why are houses not? Why do they think houses aren't coming to the market?
Yeah.
We might have to have a look at how we can do a poll actually onto that, because it'd be interesting, because it's not even like it's a little bit less. I mean, if you look at, let's say, the Preston lot, for instance, 386, nearly 400 properties in the whole of August last year, and only just over 100 so far in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's going to be it's 50% down. Yeah, I mean, but that's not a small number. That's 200 properties it's going to be short of in those areas.
And it's going to have a knock-on effect. There's going to be a massive knock-on effect.
Massive.
And if people also, you know, you're watching this now and you think, well, these guys are saying houses are selling hand over fist.
Yeah.
Mine isn't. Honestly, contact us and you know, we'll give you some advice. We'll look at your property, give you some free advice. We're not trying to nick you to go on the market. Just give us, you know, give us a chat, send us a message, and we'll have a look at your property and have a look at everything and give you some advice what to do with your own estate agent. You know, we've done this quite a few times, quite a lot of times, and it has helped with people sell. You know, if you go on, just people out there, if you go on Google reviews on Lancaster and Preston, there's some good insight into kind of what work we do to help other people on the market. So
No, it is good. And I know Matt isn't here to say that, but I can definitely say on his behalf that, you know, he'll have a chat with anyone who is after advice, not after your business. You know, you don't have to put your house on the market with us, but just to help get your house sold. You know, if you've got a few questions, give us a ring, give us a message.
Yeah, like you said, I know for a fact, like Matt, like I've done in Preston and this area, Matt's done exactly the same. You know, and one thing I will tell you, if you've not sussed out the watch on there, you won't meet a more enthusiastic lad than Matthew in doing this line of work, helping people. So he gets a buzz out of it, which is great news.
Yeah, it is. It's good. But you know, I think we'll cut it there, Howard.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've covered everything. You know, I should actually say that Kevin's actually on holiday today. He's not even working, so he's here to help you guys out there. So thanks for coming and talking to me. Otherwise, I'd just be on my own.
It's all right. I did think I was going to be late. The amount of tractors or similar sized vehicles coming back from Harrogate over the A59 via Skipton has just been unbelievable.
Friday as well. People are trying to get home for the weekend if they're working away. You know, and they're never great, that A59 road, even though they put a new road in that bypasses Skipton and stuff. It's always busy, isn't it?
But I made it anyway, and like I say, I wanted to do it because I want to help people as well. I want to help people understand what's going on in there. Areas that we work in. And even if you're not in our area, if you drop us a message, I'll have a look at your area if you want some figures on your area specific. You know.
Yeah, honestly, do that. I helped a lady not so long ago with a property in Leeds, to give you an idea, and I'm gladly to do that. And so we'll now Kev's got a knowledge of Harrogate. He can help you in that aspect as well. Anyway, I'll say goodbye and have a lovely weekend, everyone.
All right, guys. Yeah, so we'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. But if you do like this and you like what we're doing, please drop a like on the video. Please subscribe to our channel to get the updates for any videos that we put on there. But for now, have a nice weekend, and we'll see you later, guys.
See you later. Bye.